He said, I hate the no regular players question.
The Weston McKennie, though, look, I think, and we'll talk about this in the regulars and starters and stuff in a minute, but I think there are a lot of players that did not play in this window that are probably looking around like, shoot, suddenly my place on the roster, if I'm Weston McKennie, my place on the roster is not set in stone right now.
I think part of the advantage to Mauricio Pochettino as like the U.S. men's national team manager, and as I thought about this, it made so much more sense to me, is that like he's not beholden to anybody here, and this is definitely not his dream job. So his goal is just to come in and just like do the best job he can and not really worry about who he's going to piss off, because like as soon as the World Cup is over, he's taking another Premier League job. Poch is just coming in and saying, I'm just coaching these guys, and this is my only job, and I'm just going to do the best damn job of it that I can, and not really worry about anything else. Nobody at U.S. Soccer needs to like him. Weston McKennie doesn't need to like him after the World Cup, and neither does Christian Pulisic or anything like that. His job is just to do the best he can with these players, and I think that there's some freedom in that. He said, I hate the no regular players question. What does this mean? It's USA playing. It's the national team. Stop with that mindset. Every time our decision to pick a starting 11, it's the U.S. men's national team playing. So he went on to kind of like continue to hammer home the fact that he hated those questions about regular players and like the regular starters. And I think that's kind of fascinating. The way that like we're discussing, like, it doesn't matter where a player came from. If you're playing well for Pochettino, if you're playing well for the national team and you're starting, then who's to say you're not a regular player? Who's to say that Max Arfsten is not the regular left wing back at this point?
That's why he is coaching the team and not Greg Berhalter, is because the quote unquote regular players did not get results. So who's to say those are regular players? And I understand why he's saying that, because he's like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this mentality? And he probably doesn't like that mentality for his players, because he doesn't want Weston McKennie to think his job is set in stone, because it's not.
You kind of hear that and you're like, yeah, okay, but, you know, and I think this is the case where like, I think I believe him the most at this point, because I really, really do think he doesn't care.